Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since my last video. I'm sorry, but thank you for staying with me and still waiting for my next video to be uploaded. Today, I have a special guest with me to share her freelance journey with you. And actually, we are enrolled in the same program, and I've seen her growth, I've seen her success, and I know that her success and her story will inspire you. And the reason that I invited her to speak with us today is because when I posted a poll a few weeks ago and asked you where you are in your freelance journey right now, 80% of you who answered the poll are actually in the planning stage or thinking about shifting to freelancing from your 9 to 5 setup. So this is like the best person to share the journey with you. I mean, I'm so excited. May is actually a brand and social media strategist who has helped 40 plus, take note, authors and speakers and mindset coaches in building their social media confidence, increasing their visibility and sales through her signature strategy. So let's have in the stage, well, stage, have in the stage, Miss Mae Cervantes for a while.
Yay!
Yun. Hi, May. How are you?
Hello, Coach Z. Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be here. So, wow. Thank
Oh,
you.
the honor is mine. I mean, super, super inspiring talaga to, I'm sure. So, okay. So, let's get started, May. No? So, how did you start? Tell us your story.
Okay, sure. I would love to. And by the way, hello to all Coach Z's subscribers. So I hope that you're all doing well. Oh, by the way, my sunshine is just beside me. So he's playing while I am, being interviewed. So anyway, all right. So yeah, I would love to share with you my story. Um, I'm a mom, so I have, of course, my sunshine here beside me. So before I started to work from home, so I used to have a day job. So just a typical, day job. So I was a project officer for a non-government organization before I actually decided to work from home. And prior to that, I worked as a sales and technical support in a BPO company for 3.5 years. So that's actually like,
Wow.
yeah. So as a project officer, it was just, I believe it was just a year, because less than a year actually, because it's a short project. So usually I spent more years working as a call center agent. So that's why I can relate to those call center agents who are actually planning or starting to think to shift into freelancing. So yeah, when the project was completed, I mean, as a project officer at that time, I decided to stay at home because I already have my son, my child, and this when you have this day job, so you wake up very early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I have to be in the road for like around 6 o'clock so I can go to the office early because of traffic. Sometimes I arrive home around like 7 or 8 p.m. So it doesn't feel good because I'm a mom and I really
True.
wanted to take care of my son. And it feels like, wow, when one actually, there are times that I cry when I go outside the house, and then when he's already awake and he sees me coming out of the house, so going out of the house. So I feel so guilty. I feel so bad about it because he needs me. He was just, I think,
Yes.
1 year old that time. So and I want to be the one taking care of him. So that's why I decided to stay at home and then figure out how to really start freelancing. It was actually my mom who keeps on encouraging me to, Anak, you try freelancing because,
Wow.
I know someone, a neighbor, someone, something like that. So
Ah.
she told me about it. And also, actually, one of my friends at work told me to join some Facebook groups or communities of freelancers because she's also encouraging me to do that because she understands that, I'm really feeling bad about working while my son is taken care by someone else or, so that's the time that I really decided, okay, I will do that. I'm going for my son. I'm going to find a way to work from home, so find an online job. But to be honest with you, it was really scary because
For
you're
sure.
not like you don't have like this HMO or any benefits at all, right? So you're starting from scratch. So when I decided to stay at home first. So I was doing part time as an ESL teacher. So hello to those ESL teachers here. So
Oh.
I've been in, yeah, I worked in 5-1 Talk, in Rare Job. However, the area at the place where we lived at that time, it was, the internet connection wasn't really stable. So I just got a lot of penalties. so I decided, we decided actually to transfer to a different location, to a certain area where we can get reliable internet connection. So, and by that time, I decided to really start an online job that it doesn't really require me to do, what do you call this one, like face to face, like always talking.
Yeah.
I want to be like I want to do task based. So i I decided and I invested. So I invested in a course. It was a photo and video editing course because I have a background in graphic design. So I was thinking maybe this is the skill that I can use. Maybe this is the skill that I'll be, looking online. So I started that. I started from there. And when I was already, it was really, it was really scary because you have that fear of failure. Like, what will happen if someone won't, uh, I won't get a client or something like that because I'm not really that confident enough to do it. Although I was working in a BPO company before, but that feeling of uncertainty, like you're not sure where you're going. So that was really scary for me. But then, good thing I have my mom. She's always encouraging me, and she's always reminding me to surrender all your worries to God, and then let Him guide you. And that's what I did. So I just let it. I just said yes. So I jumped, is it the right term, jump? So I took a leap of faith. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I started freelancing. So I started learning. And before I even completed the course, I was hired as a social media virtual assistant. So that was my first online job. And what's funny is that it wasn't intentional that time to really apply for that job. I was I was just looking at online jobs, PH, if you're familiar with that
Yes.
platform. So I went there. The purpose was I want to know what are the skills needed for a graphic designer. So I searched for, job posts. And there's this one job post that really caught my attention. She was looking for a graphic designer with social media management. And I was like, I'm not too familiar with all the things there, but what if I try this? Like, I don't want to expect that I'll be hired. I just wanted to learn. I want to know the process of being interviewed or to what are the steps to take. So I really want to know that. but I I didn't even expect that I will be the one that they will hire me, because it was a good deal. And then I'm very new. I have no, it was like
Yes.
my first time. I have no experience. And the I passed the first step. Like, the first one is to design a graphic, and they love it. And then the second one is the interview. Now, um, with God's help, I was able to pass the interview. I just told them, I was just being so honest that I'm very new to this industry. I know there are a lot of freelancers who applied to this, job or position. However, I'm very eager. What I can assure you is that I'm very eager to learn and, do my best to help you, or to deliver. So I was very, honest, and um, it was really coming from the heart. And I think he felt it. So maybe that was maybe that's the reason also that he chose me. So yeah, and voila, I was a social media virtual assistant for she's a fitness and business coach. So yeah, so that's how I started.
Wow, amazing journey. What I learned from that part of your story is that it's all a matter of taking the leap, and then having a good support system. Your mother was really
Yeah,
having, very supportive, and, encouraging you to try freelancing, trying to apply for jobs, and voila, who would have thought that you will get the project, right? So it also tells you that even if you are a newbie, or it's, that would be your first project ever, people or clients will still give you that chance, right? So
yeah,
it's being a newbie in the industry is not a big deal. Right?
yeah.
So
That's
yes.
true. That's true,
So
coach. Because there are others are thinking that, oh, there are already a lot of freelancers out there. There are already a
yes.
lot of graphic
Yes.
designers, social media managers. So I don't think they will choose me. No, don't think about that. So just, just be true to yourself. Just do your best, and then God will just guide you to the right
Yes.
person, or to the right client, right?
Yes.
So, and
Yes.
it was really the best decision ever to start working from home, because as a mom, we have a lot of, responsibilities, right? And it feels so good to be able to take care of my sunshine. He can just, sit beside me and then play or do his thing while I work here. And then the flexibility of time, the freedom, it's amazing. And I encourage, if there are moms watching right now, I really encourage you to start freelancing. Try something new. So just do it.
Right. So what was your transition look like, May? From the BPO setting to freelancing, how did your transition look like?
Well, it wasn't easy. So there are a lot of struggles, especially in terms of mindset. So that's why, just like what you mentioned, Coach Z, it's really important for you to have a support system. So at that time, my mom was really my best support system, because she keeps on encouraging me, reminding me to just to pray and then trust in God. There's a perfect timing, and I was really scared, because I have that fear of failure, because I'm a teacher by profession, by the way. So my mom is actually they were encouraging me to apply in a public school and be a public teacher. So, and then they're telling me that it's a stable job, you will get benefits and stuff like that. But it just feels like, I don't know. I just have that feeling that I want to be a boss. I
Yes,
just
why
want to
not?
be, yeah, I want to be a boss. I want to teach too. I love to teach, but maybe in a different kind of setup or setting. And I just feel that at that time, it wasn't really my calling. So, and when I started freelancing, that's also the time that I found or I discovered my passion. So if I haven't said yes to that, I wouldn't even discover that it was actually what I wanted. So yeah, so and the transition is really not easy. So I tell you this, when you start something new, it will not really be easy at first, right? And that's normal because there will be a lot of struggles, especially with the mindset thing, but you can do it. So you just have to do your best and focus on one thing. So don't overthink, because at that time what I noticed was I tend to overthink a lot. Like I'm thinking a lot, but then I'm not doing enough. Like uh think I'm more on thinking than doing. So I really encourage you to do more and just do your best. So and ask help. So if you're not sure what to do, where to start, ask help. So ask help from those experts in the field. Or if you don't, for example, in my case, I invested in a course, but if you don't have the budget yet, then there are a lot of resources out there. So YouTube, like on Coach Z's channel. So there are a lot of resources. You just have to be you just need to plan it well. Like you should know what are the things that you need to focus on. So you want, because sometimes, like if I'm watching YouTube, for example, I'm watching this one video and then something I watch another one and it was actually not the same topic anymore. So there are a lot of distractions, but you have to be wiser. So and yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that's it. You just have to you just have to remember that at first it will be difficult, but then you will learn along the way. We all learn along the way. So even when you invested in courses, you don't learn everything at that moment. So when you have clients, if you're already applying what you have learned, that's the time that you actually learn. So you learn by doing it. So that's why I encourage you to just do it. And mistakes or failures are really normal, because those are actually our, it's like our opportunities to learn and grow in the field. So yeah, so just utilize whatever you have. And for example, in my case, you need to like figure out what type of work you want. So you need to take a look at your skills, like what are the skills that you have, and try to search if it's something that is profitable online. You need to figure out who you want to serve as well, because we cannot serve everyone here. So if you want to stand out, because the competition, as we know, you can try to have your own ideal client avatar, or your target market. So who is that person that you want to serve? Do you want to serve doctors or coaches? In my case, I'm helping authors, speakers, and mindset coaches. So, and also you need to look where to find the clients. And of course you need your you need to invest also on resources. I mean, on your reliable internet connection or computer, but it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't need to be perfect. So, yeah. So it
True.
wasn't easy, but we can do it.
Right. So,
Yes.
May, I'm curious to know what was the most challenging thing you faced as a freelancer or an online business owner?
I love this question, Coach. It's the mindset. It's really the mindset, guys. So you need to work on your mindset when you start freelancing, when you start any online business. Mindset is something that you really need to work on to prioritize, because when I started, wow, there were a lot of limiting beliefs, fears, and I cannot even imagine, like, it's so overwhelming. It feels so overwhelming because you're thinking a lot of things. But if you're able to condition your mind in the kind of like a success mindset, then it's way easier for you to achieve your goal. So, and another thing, actually, this is like the top one for me. Um, the spiritual part of it. Like, if you have like, if you really prioritize on your spiritual, then it will affect your mindset. Like for example, in my case, with my mom's help, she keeps on reminding me to have faith in God, um, surrender all your worries. So if you feel that way, it's okay, but it will pass. So something like that. So if you have that trust in God, that you will be able to achieve it with his help, then you will, as long as you have that good intention in your heart. So that's why it's important. Like, if you wanted to start freelancing, you need to understand, or you need to know what's your why, right? Because the why there, that's your reason, that's your main purpose, why you really wanted to start freelancing. Like in my case, I started freelancing because of my son, because I'm a mom. I want to take care of him and or also earn because the bills, you know. So it's really hard, especially now that it's pandemic, right? So the prices are higher. So there are really a lot of things that we think of. But what's really important there, what's and it's really challenging, is the mindset. So when you start freelancing, there might be times that you feel like you're giving up. But if you try to remember your why, if you remind yourself of your why, then it will help you to just keep going, right? It will help you. It will remind you, okay, it's you can pause, but it doesn't need you don't need to really give up. You can pause, take a break, because there are really times that you feel like I'm burnt out or something like that, so stressed. So if you feel that way, then you need to pause. So take a vacation, or try to understand your feelings. Why are you feeling that way? What are the triggers? So I think that really helped me along the way. Like, I'm able to remind myself, I'm able to also appreciate myself along the way, because sometimes we are like, we love to perform, right? We always wanted to perform so well. So we get more clients, get more results, but sometimes it led us to burn out. So along the way, mindset is so important. And that mindset that you're doing your best, but you're also loving yourself at the same time. So don't push yourself too hard. So just chill.
I love that part. Chill, yeah. We really,
Yeah.
but really, in any stage of our online business, or our freelance business, we get to, face this mindset challenges all the time. When we are starting, when we are growing, when we are scaling, it's it's always there. What's one thing you love most about what you do?
Awesome question. One thing that I love most about what I do, that's making a difference, Coach. Sure. So yeah, it's making a difference because I I love being able to help people, right? I have always been someone who loves to help others. Having that opportunity to use your knowledge, your skills, and experience to help someone is an incredible thing. So when you, for example, when you start freelancing, so I really suggest that you don't focus on the money thing, because sometimes
Yes.
it might be a problem along the way. But if you focus on helping, like the mindset is like, when I started freelancing, I although it's true, we need money. We need money because we have bills and stuff like that. But it's good if you focus more on helping. How can I help this person? How can I help my client or get her the results she wanted? So if you focus on that, then you will you will just be amazed because money will just flow. So what's really important is like your intention. It has to be intentional. So I remind myself to be intentional in everything that I do. So I don't work with, like, for example, if there are clients who wanted to work with me, I don't really work with all of them who wanted to work with me. Not that it's just that you need to make sure if they're like the right fit clients for you, right? If you really believe that you can help them, but if you don't, then we're doing our best to make sure that we're able to provide the results that they wanted. Yeah, that's the thing, making really a difference. I feel so good, Coach Z, because can you feel it?
Yes, I can
it,
feel
it
all
really it,
over.
you can feel it in the room, in the Zoom room. So it it really feels so good making a difference, and I believe that with God's help, we can do everything. Um, I just sorry about that. So it's important if we do everything in love, right? So that's like my guiding Bible verse: do everything in love. That's First Corinthians 16:14, I guess. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's First Corinthians 16:14. So do everything in love, because if you love what you do and then you help others with love, then they will feel it. And if they
Yes.
feel it, you get more results. They will refer you to their friends, their family, and you will get more clients. So money is not an issue anymore. So so that's why I encourage your subscribers, Coach Z, or to all who are watching this, to really choose that thing that you really wanted to do. So, and make sure that you do it with love. So that's really important for me. That's why my tagline goes like this: building magnetic and profitable brands with
With
love.
love. Always with love.
And I can tell
Yes.
that my clients really felt that, because yeah, you can actually see it, the testimonials or the review on my social media, especially on Instagram. So they even created like videos for me, even if I don't tell them, or if they promote me anywhere or everywhere to their friends, because they can really feel that love from me. So yeah, so do everything in love.
Yes.
Make it. And oh, by the way, Coach, this is really something that made me so happy. I was one of the top 50 pioneers of change in Women of Dignity magazine, and I was the only
Wow.
Filipina there. So
Wow. Amazing.
glory.
You make us all proud.
Yes.
See
So
how much impact you're making right now. You the difference that you're making. Oh my gosh, me. That's why you're the perfect person to have in this episode, because I mean, like, oh my gosh, I've seen how inspiring your story is. I mean, I really love everything, and you are really coming from a place of help, right? I mean, your clients will truly feel that you care for their business. Not You're not only after the money, right? So that's why.
exactly, Coach. Exactly. So just like what you said, care. So that's really the word there. So if you care, if you really care for them, then you will be rewarded. And yeah. So if you do something coming from the heart, then that's amazing. So
Yeah, it's not all about money, right? It's not all about money. I mean, it just comes, and yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the message. Oh my god, I love it. So, okay, one last thing, May. If there's one advice that you can give to our viewers to our subscribers who are still in that stage of, thinking about shifting from their BPO work or 9 to 5 work into freelancing, what would that advice be?
Do it.
Love
Do
it.
it. Come on, you can do it. So, do it and do it with love. So that's what I can, share with you to all the subscribers and viewers right now. So I really encourage you to show up. I encourage you to just start, because that's what happened to me. If I haven't started, if I let those negative thoughts um conquer me, then I wouldn't be here, right? I wouldn't be
Yes,
interviewed by Coach
yes.
Z. Um, and I would love to also remind, I even remind myself until now that it doesn't need to be perfect. And everything we do, it doesn't need to be perfect. So whatever you have, you can utilize it, you can use it. Okay. So don't overthink. So if, for example, if you're a call center agent or you're from a BPO company, you actually have an advantage in terms of communicating with people, right? Because call center agents are trained well in really talking or communicating to people abroad, like from North America, UK, Australia, or English speaking countries. So you have an advantage already. So
True.
and then the next is the skills. So which particular skills feels good to you, that you also have at least a bit of a knowledge. It doesn't need to be like you know everything about it, but at least it's something that you enjoy and you love and it's profitable. Then go ahead, do it. So and yeah, and you will just learn along the way. So take it from me, you will learn along the way. So what's really important is you started, and always remind yourself of your why, because whenever you feel like you're giving up, oh, I cannot do this anymore. So you just need to remember about your why and be patient, because sometimes, we are we are impatient. We need results right away. I want this to happen right away. So let's try to be patient. And I really believe in this, there are seasons, right? There is a season to plant seeds. So for now, you can start planting seeds. So it's like taking care of a plant, right? So, or even in relationships, right? So it doesn't need, you don't say, will you marry me right away? So it has to start with, knowing someone. So getting to know someone. So start from there, start whatever you have, and be prepared to work hard. And um, if you really wanted to start freelancing, you have to condition your mind that it won't be easy. So you have to prepare to work hard, but don't forget to enjoy yourself, because that happened to me, right? So sometimes I push myself too hard, like, oh, I always wanted to perform. I wanted to get amazing results. But then along the way, I forgot about myself. So that led to burnt out. So if you love what you do, you'll be able to give it all your energy and passion, and that will show in your work. So just do it with love and start now.
Oh
It's
my God.
not too late.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
too
yeah.
late. I tell
Yeah.
you.
Such a very straightforward advice. Just do it. I mean, it's what I always tell my friends and those people who are asking me, is it hard? What to do and everything? So I just tell them, just do it then. Diba? Just do it, because you'll never know if it works if you don't try, if you don't start, right? I mean, maybe it will
Yes.
work, and maybe it will not work immediately, but later
Mhm.
on, just what you've mentioned, you're planting your seeds, right? And
Yes.
later on, once you see the fruits of the of those seeds that you planted, you will get addicted and you will love freelancing even more, right?
Yes.
Right.
You
So
will definitely. You can say, just like what I've said, it was the best decision ever. So even though sometimes there are, there are some friends or even relatives would say, why did you go on freelancing? It's not a stable job or something like that. But guess what? My income in freelancing is way higher than what I've been, getting from day jobs or from from being a sales and technical support expert or agent. So, and I feel that there's also no stable job, right? Because if your health,
yes,
if there's a
yes,
problem with your health, right? Because if when I was in the BPO, coach, I really enjoyed it, right? Because I was single that time. I enjoyed it, especially the team building and stuff like that. But then, in terms of health, I wasn't really healthy. So imagine you'll be working on a graveyard shift, right? So the time, and also you're not, like, if you want to go somewhere, you're not really free to do it because it will depend on your rest days. But if you are a freelancer, if you start an online business, then you're the boss. So if you want to do something, attend something, go to events. So now that I'm doing freelancing, I can even attend birthday parties and stuff like that. So I can do whatever I want because I have the flexibility of time. So I want that for you as well because I believe that you want to spend more time with your families, right? Life is short. So
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes. I love everything that you shared today, May. Oh my God, I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. I mean, like, for, more viewers to watch this because they will really get a lot of inspiration from your journey. So I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart with love for really taking your time to, share your story and to be with us today. And I know, and I'm hoping, actually, I'm really hoping that more and more viewers, especially Filipinos, will, will get to, finally take that leap and try,
yes.
try freelancing. And just to, like, point, to highlight one of the things that you said when your relative told you that it's not a stable job. Actually, in 2020, during the height of the pandemic, I actually got two clients, and I was like, what? So in terms of growth, I think it's endless. In terms of opportunities, it's, oh my God, countless. So I love that you mentioned that one as well. So thank you again, May. Do you have something else to say to our viewers and subscribers?
Oh, of course. And I love what you mentioned, by the way, coach, because I actually started when I got that first online job, it was a week before the lockdown here in Davao City. So it
Whoa.
was really a blessing for me. Like, we don't have like my partner has a business, but because of the pandemic, you know, it was really, really hard, but I was so blessed to be hired that time. So such a huge blessing. And to the subscribers and the viewers, I just wanted to thank you for listening and to Coach Z for this opportunity to share my story. I really love this. And maybe this is also the time for me to promote that I'm, I'm a
Yes, please.
co-author yay, co-author in a it's More Than a Conqueror anthology. So stay tuned with that. So I'm a contributing author there, and I'm going to share my story as well. So something so I really hope and pray that you will, be able to get a copy of that. So, and if you want to get connected with me, if you need chica moments, so you can definitely reach out. So you can just go to Instagram. My handle is Magnetic Social. So by the way, it's not just the word magnetic, but it's my name. It's Mae So May, so it's like magnetic socials. So, and same with my page. So you can definitely find me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, or you can visit my website. That's www.magneticsocials.com. So if you need encouragement or something like that, Coach Z and me, of course, I'm just here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
go,
yeah.
do it, and we're so excited for you. To the viewers.
Yeah. So don't worry, guys. I'll put all the links in the description if you want to check all May's sites and get in touch with her. So, and especially about the book. Is it out? Is it out already?
Not yet,
All right. But
not
at
yet,
least
Coach.
they can
But
connect with you.
hopefully that will be launched next month, God willing. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. So at least they can connect with you through your socials and maybe you can share it when it's already out, right? So thank you again, May. Thank you everyone for watching this. Until my next episode.